Seejeanty back at it again, and I'm talking a little low here just because there's some work going on in the background here. As you can see, we made it to a dog training camp. This happens every Sunday here in Haiti. We're high up in the hills of Kenskoff. We have owners, at least a dozen owners here with various skill levels of dogs who are here to get them to behave, get them to listen, and honestly get them to be better protectionists of their homes. One thing folks don't understand is, dogs are very popular in Haiti. Just about every person who has a home has a dog or a couple of dogs, to be honest with you. Not only are they there for companionship, but also they're there for protection. But again, as anything, you got to be trained. As anything that has to do with protection for yourself, your home, you have to train yourself and train it. I'll be honest with you, most of this training happens really for the owners, not for the pets. How to be able to communicate with the animal, how to be able to make sure that the animal listens. That's what we're here to watch, here to witness. I thought it was so cool. In America, of course, as you know, there's a massive dog culture. Folks love their animals here in America, but also that's also true here in Haiti. So it's fantastic to see, just a bond session with these different dogs and also with the owners that love them to death, right? The organization, Haitian Canine Society. It's run by, see in the background, Claude Seïde. He's the man with the grand vision of again, bringing a world-class training to animals here in Haiti, right? We're gonna have him on camera in a moment. Of course, his right-hand man, his right-hand person is Yann Seïde, right? Another person who helps tremendously with social media and get the bigger vision, making sure that there's engagement that happens amongst the members here. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna allow you guys to go and see. Again, when I call these pets, we call them guardians out here. Let's take a look and let's see what the process is about. Claude Seïde here on camera. As you saw with a lot of the footage we got up until this point, he is the trainer who works with both the beginner and the advanced group as well. So Claude, let folks know, who are you and why are you doing this? Okay, I'm Claude Seïde. I studied dog training in the States back in 1989. I came back in '89 and started training dogs here. At the time, it was a very, very small thing. I mean, very few people knew about dog training. Now, and when it comes to training, who needs it more? Is it the dog or is it the person? Tell you what, it's a very good question, because a lot of times the dog learns. I mean, people pay me to train the dogs for them, and they don't practice with the dog. And it becomes a problem. A lot of times they don't practice enough with the dogs. And it becomes a problem again. So, the people, training the dog is many times very easy, and then training the owner, I mean, I'll be telling them, left foot first, that takes a long time for it to stabilize it, get into the head and stay there, Eventually we do get it, and you'll see the advanced, they're a lot more coordinated. It works better with the advanced dogs. So let me understand your story. So you were all around the world, and one day you were in Haiti. Or did you decide to come to Haiti to do this, or you were already in Haiti? Like, let me start doing it. How did you transition to Haiti? I was born and raised here. I started breeding dogs when I was 16 years old. Okay. With no real knowledge, just buying 2 German Shepherds, putting them together, and selling puppies. But I always liked, I saw some movies that really stayed in my head. There was a movie called The Doberman Gang, where these dogs were trained. They would go and they would rob banks and they would steal purses on the street. I was like, wow, I was amazed by that. How do you train a dog to do all that? Right. And it was always in my head that I wanted to be a dog trainer.
So when I went to the States, I told my mom, look, aren't there any dog training schools around here? She goes, oh, we have to go to school first. I'm like, look, I have to go to school. I'm going to dog training school at the same time. So I did. So while I was in high school, I was in dog training school at the same time.
It is in the States or in Haiti?
That was in the States.
Okay.
So I graduated at the same time. From high school and dog training. And then I specialized for 2 more years in the attack sports. So Seejeanty, KNPV, ring sport. I specialized in attack sports 2 years later. And then I came back to Haiti, trained in Colombia, and the
rest is history.
And the rest is
But how
history.
long has the Canine Haitian Society, how long has the organization been around?
I started in 2014 with SCH. And it was a whole bunch of little kids, and I was always trying to get people involved. And I got like maybe 10, 15 kids at once that were interested, and they started working. And then suddenly it's like everything with children. It's like they loved it for like 3 months, and then suddenly I just didn't see them anymore. So SCH became dormant from 2014 to 2019. And then in 2019 I said, you know what, let me give it a try again. And I tried, and now I have this crowd of people just pouring in, and I'm at the point where I'm asking for, I'm trying to make a waiting list.
Hold on, it's too much.
Exactly.
So what do you think has changed? Or something? What has changed? You think?
Well, the need for dogs became different. Security expenses became very high.
Paid law just recently happened. That gave us fear in folks.
And when you compare what you pay for a security guard compared to what a dog gives you 24/7,
fraction.
It's a fraction of the price. Plus, you get the companionship. You get the the dog is like, you get the affection of the dog. It's a family member, and he protects you in a manner that's, in many ways, I'm not going to say all the time, but in many ways, he protects you in a manner that's a lot more professional than most guards would.
Right.
So it became a necessity, and people realized that, it's probably the best way to go.
Do folks here, do they pay a membership fee? How does that work?
No, they pay when they come. Okay, it's there's a $25 fee that you pay every time you come, and we do protection, obedience, and agility. You will see the agility here today with the advanced dogs, and you will see harder protection. But unfortunately, we cannot fire handguns today because the neighbors are they can't take the
banging.
Exactly, but you'll have a good idea of what a real serious protection dog is.
I gotta tell you, $25 is a great deal. I know, because I know they can be really expensive in America to train.
A fully trained dog can go anywhere from $3,500 to $70,000.
I'm sure. Do you guys offer that sort of on the side? If somebody wanted, hey, Claude, come personally train my dog.
I do that, yes.
How long does that usually take?
How long does it take? Anywhere from 2 weeks to about 6 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks to 6 weeks. That's pretty quick.
That's when you have the skills. You know what I mean? If you're Mickey Mousing, it's
Connect with the Haitian Canine Society. Do you have a website? What's the best?
Well, we have a website that's coming up very soon that we're going to be adding to our Instagram page, so people will have access to the website. We're also going to start registration of dogs. So basically, dogs of pure breed will be registered in Haiti now, and we'll have papers. Something that dogs never had.
That's interesting.
Okay, most countries have their registries since 18-something and whatever, but here in Haiti we never had one because, well, we never cared to, or the people that were here just felt, I have a dog in my house and that's it. There's a reason for registry. Okay, it keeps you knowing what your dog's ascendant is, and it keeps you from breeding brothers to brothers, because this is eventually going to degenerate the dogs.
And I remember you have a kennel too, right? Where
I have.
What do you do in the kennel? Do you?
Okay, I train protection dogs. I train security dogs. We own a security agency, and we use, all of our guards have canines with them. So we have a whole of about 360 dogs right now.
So primarily, the primary way of contact is Instagram, WhatsApp?
Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. We're on all the social media.
We'll do that. All right, and so every Sunday, is it every Sunday?
Most Sundays. If we're not working on a Sunday, we'll advertise it on the websites and whatever, and people know not to come. But usually it's pretty much every Sunday.
All right, so every Sunday we're up here in the hills of Kenskoff. Reach out to them, you give the exact address, and again, it's a family here. Folks everyone's encouraging each other. You know, Claude exceptionally professional, right? And it's not. I've seen some trainers where they're really aggressive with the dog. No, Claude is just a sweetheart with the pet, so you don't have to worry about that. I know some folks are, I don't know, but so listen, I can highly recommend this service, what they're doing here. I tell you, it makes me. I was always a little skittish about getting a dog, but I tell you what, now, Claude, I'm convinced now I can handle it.
Bring your dog when you get it. Happy to see you, man.
Thanks, Claude.
All right.
I am Claude Seïde's son. I help manage the society, and I'm also a trainer, so I help train the dogs for obedience, learn about how to use their dogs, learn about dogs. That's good.
What, since you're marketing, like, I'm sure you know there's like, you just have a sense of the market. Like, is there a lot of dogs? Or there's a lot of, because I know there's a lot of dogs. But
my dad has been doing this since he was about 16 years old, so he's gone through thousands of dogs. People love dogs. People love being around dogs. People see their dogs as another child, really. So I feel that the society has helped people learn about them, how to use them. I think a lot of people just think that all dogs are dangerous or they're scared of dogs. But I think it has to, like, we work protection and obedience. So one, not every dog can do what you ask them to do. It has to be innate for some. So we try to bring out their full potential. We would like to have an international presence. So like I told you earlier, every country has a canine society. This is Haiti's first one. The US has had theirs since 1868, I believe. Our neighbors, the DR, they've had theirs since 1968. So we just want to grow and just be able to have people register their dogs and learn how to use their dogs.
I started with the Haitian Canine Society in November of 2019. For me, it's I have two sets of benefits. First of all, it's personal, and then there's also with the dog. Personally, I have more confidence in actually handling the dog. I can go outside, walk around, driving my car with the dog. I know he's there for my protection. Also, the dog himself gives him more confidence in himself. He acts a different way. He becomes more sociable with kids. I have a lot of nephews and nieces that come over, so the dog doesn't have any problem with them. And also with the commands, I know that I have the safety and the reassurance that if the dog is doing something, he's trained to do it already. Community is very, very, very tight. I can tell you for the amount of text messages that I get on my phone with the group chat is insane. If you spend one day not looking at the group chat, you have over 2,000 messages. Everyone is here to help each other grow. Everyone is here to help each other learn more. You even have people that if they can't come physically be there on a Sunday, they can even give their dogs to somebody else that will practice with the dogs so that it doesn't fall behind. So the sense of community is very, 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 to me, it's like a tight-knit family.
I've been a member for about a year now, started last year. Jello was about a few months old when we decided to try it out with the club. The cool thing about it is that among us members, I love the brotherhood, if I may say. So everybody look after each other because it has been mostly about performance between the dogs, and we really encourage each other. So it's almost having somebody looking out for you when you're making mistakes, because going on YouTube, which I did, was very helpful. I was able to do a first phase with my dog because the advice was to socialize it in the beginning. But definitely having Claude and the other members of the club looking out for me has been a tremendous benefit for my dog.
And folks, that is a wrap. I want to thank so much the awesome trainers at the Haitian Canine Society and the incredible work they're doing to not only keep folks safe at a fundamental level, but also ensure that dogs themselves are happy and effective in what they're doing and how they're doing it, right? You guys can participate if you have dogs in Haiti and you want them trained, you want them in a better position to aid and assist you. You can reach out to the incredible staff, the incredible team, and be part of this incredible group that is doing some just important critical work. Here we're going to leave the information IG of this group, and I do welcome you to become a part and contribute and participate. And there's so much other stuff they got going on too, from security to being able to come to your home and give you a full session, a full multiple weeks of work with your dog. Listen guys, this is what we're all about here at Seejeanty. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like.